Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. Crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Hokies will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got a man. It's Hudson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Look out, he's got room! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the grab, it's Alexander. Turning it on! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense. Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Going right to work up top. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
They send the tight end in motion. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On the run, it's Stewart. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're...
He's loose. Gets it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Dores! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Drones. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They feed him again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Selden. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Here comes the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Oh, they're after him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this one.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength, it's literally
looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. To the air, it's Pavia. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many.
It's a seam wide open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Drones. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Coming out with it, it's Dillon. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army overcame a tough opponent, but not only that, a raucous crowd. The Black Knights tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No,
Oh, a lot of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
and that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Lots of running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He'll toss it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Right on the money. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Sherrill. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Catch in the middle, it's Holloway. And he's dragged down. And the Hokies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on fourth down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the first down.
He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hairston.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
From the red zone, looking for a space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Bennett. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
What a third down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Keith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Lowers those pads. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Heath. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the
fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give as they work on that clock. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The play action fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hairston. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's pass. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.